Psst, you've all been lied to. You all thought this was the first Pokemon Stadium. Technically it was for us, but not for Japan.
Really?
Just thought you'd all would appreciate that factoid for the day.
Wait, what was the other? Okay, well.
Thought we'd let you all know as we start our little look at Pokemon Stadium for the Nintendo GameCube. And I know what you all are thinking right now.
It's 64.
Pokemon Stadium? What?
Oh, that one.
Yeah, the one for the Nintendo GameCube that lets you that it pretty much caught all of your favorite Pokemon from Gen 1 anyway in full 3D.
3D?
You mean the N64 though, right?
Yeah, for the Nintendo 64.
You said GameCube.
Oh, well, you want to know what's actually funny? Because technically a good handful of these were reused for the GameCube era anyway.
That makes
yeah,
sense.
you're right.
That does make sense. Okay.
Anyway, let's go head on to the Pokemon Stadium and go do a typical Pokemon battle, or go straight to the Kids Club.
This was the reason why everybody played this game, or at least the reason why I played the games mostly.
Says you.
Okay, that's fair. I just enjoyed this because they were cute, silly, and they were mainly like just very casual compared to the normal turn-based stuff. You joining us,
Yeah.
hype, or nah?
Oh, sorry.
No, you don't.
So yeah, this is primarily what we're here. This is primarily what we're here for. This is more or less just a filler look at where we get to play all the cute little mini games that star your favorite Pokemon from Gen 1, like Magikarp, who is literally just hopping for his life, making a splash.
Oh yeah, I guess. It should be worth noting for anybody curious. They are using, I believe, the 4Kids voice actors. So get ready for old men sounding, or what sounds to be old men very much struggling to climb stairs.
Like so. Oh, I didn't even realize you can actually start the moment it says start, but whatever. Basically, just keep on hopping and try to get the highest score. It really is sad that this is all the Magikarp was ever... Well, one of the only good things that the Magikarp is known for. The other thing is actually for evolving to an absolute unit.
Right.
Oh,
Alright. Alright.
Hey,
Also,
now please put me back in the water, so help me!
it's right over there. Also, as you're seeing here, potentially sometimes due to the parsec, other times due to the fact that the games, the ones in 1 anyway, I think 2 they were a bit more optimized, but in 1 they can sometimes be a little strict on the timing.
A bit.
I was gonna say Jank, but I feel like Strick would give me less hate.
That's
Well,
fair.
Jake is also legit. To be fair, this is
Jake-
very much a this game is literally past 20 at this point.
Delightfully dated.
Exactly. So, who's up for some Simon Says with Clefairies?
I'm ready, and don't forget, don't rush it because sometimes it'll like eat inputs. But yeah, I'm ready.
Don't rush it, but keep in mind you're being on a timer here.
All right,
All right, class. Clefairy lessons a go.
what is it? Okay,
That's not too bad.
got it.
You know, I'm amazed she can actually just erase all of those arrows so easily without the need of an eraser.
Magic and
Okay,
metronome. Okay, just
Okay.
So I guess with that all said, like, I mean, I definitely have my history with Pokemon Stadium, however brief it may be. Like, what about the rest of you guys?
Mainly,
Ouch.
I own the first game and the second game, and I did not. Oh, hang on. Sorry, this is the part where we have to actually focus.
Yeah, we'll give it a moment, and then
Sorry,
we'll
hang
talk
on.
about our experience.
Oh, I did not read this.
I don't know what to do!
Let me see.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't study for the class. Oh.
Ow.
Oh, ow boy.
Well, now we're even.
Sorry. After this game, we'll talk about the history bit. Okay, so
Brief.
Oh God, something ate my.
But yeah, no,
double.
I definitely had my history with this one. I more so played 2, just because I think that one's a little more of a rounded package, and that thing I brought up earlier, technically, like, this is actually the second Pokemon Stadium, but we didn't get the first one.
Okay, so I got at least one of them right.
And the primary difference is that I think only a handful of the 150 Pokemon from the era were actually there.
Okay, I can now talk for a little bit now that I'm out of this. So, yeah, I did not get Coliseum. It was mainly Stadium 1 and 2. And again, I remember trying out the boss tower a little bit, but
Yeah, the one with all the gym leaders?
yeah, like the cool shadow tower that was in the background. But
Well, I'm dead.
oh no, it was a tie.
It's a tie! It's a tie!
Yeah, it was a tie!
Look at that.
Well, what do you know?
We just barely passed the class hype.
Like I figured it would have been like a trial of like survival. Like it doesn't end until
yeah, no, it only lasts a select round. But that was it basically. And then mainly played a bunch of these party games just because they were cute. And as you're noticing here, the thing that makes them really fun for me anyway is that they're usually like pretty quick breeze, just get right into the action kind of games.
I mean, they're not too terribly dissimilar to your typical
the
Mario
D-pad.
Party minigame.
Back up on the D-pad, up on the D-pad, up on the D-pad.
Oh,
Oh, come on. Let me go up. Yay.
Yeah, there is a slight delay from when the rat starts to jump.
oh boy.
Oops.
And it doesn't help when you have instances like that where they do have them like show up one right after the other.
And again,
Steve, I will laugh. I was gonna say, I'll laugh if we get a tie.
Woohoo!
oh, jeez, that was close.
Lord's sake.
Oh, gosh.
All right, close one.
Damn it.
Get in there. Okay. there
Well,
you
I mean, if nothing else, it was a fairly close race.
go. We're getting there. We're getting there.
A
But
close race for second, maybe.
you're fine. Hype, did you have any experience playing Pokemon Stadium, as you mentioned earlier?
What do you think?
Well, you said earlier, like, it says you, like, so you did play this, I think.
No, says you as in like I've never played any of these. Like keep in mind compared to everyone else, I don't really have that much exposure or interest in Pokemon. Like my interest pretty much started and stopped at Gen 1.
In the center. Here we go.
All right, remember, press A right when the pendulum hits the red arrow, the red needle. I will outlast you.
Yeah, and
I am a certified night owl.
yeah. The other thing I'm doing is that I'm trying to press A just a little bit before it reaches the end, since again a little delay. Oh, come on. Jordy, did you play Pokemon Stadium?
I definitely rented the first Pokemon Stadium, and I own the second one. I grew up with the second one more, and I still cherish it to this day. It is awesome, and I would not trade it for the world. In fact, I wish we would have played the second one instead.
I gotta fight, but I'm not much of a night owl. Oh,
Why am I still typing the button? I already died.
I'm not.
You weren't thinking?
Hey, you know what? We appreciate the effort.
I don't feel so good.
I win! Okay, that was very overplayed.
You know, I really need to step up my game. Like I used to be able to stay up until like 4 in the morning.
Jeez, I'm not.
Obviously, hop up in the same boat. It's hard for me to sleep past 2, and mind you, we're just daylight saving just ended like a few weeks ago.
That is true. All right, on to the mashing game.
Yeah, no, listen, I cannot stay up late anymore because I have a niece who goes to school almost every morning, except for Saturday and Sunday, obviously.
Right.
And my people are early birds.
Okay.
All right, so A and B.
Oh, I want to be a
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Ah,
It is
Pikachu.
random. It's a B.
Yeah, between a Pikachu and a Voltorb. So yeah, the whole point of this is just to constantly press the A or B button depending on what's lit up. Though it can get a little, it's a little testy though when it switches, because like once it does, you immediately have to switch, like not a second sooner.
Thanks for the warning!
Oh boy.
Shit.
And also, I think it's also really picky on like how much it registers, how many times you hit.
Yeah.
It's a bit odd, and yeah. Otherwise, if you don't swap immediately,
I demand a rematch.
fine.
Okay, fine.
But yeah, otherwise, if you don't swap,
There we go.
Why am I still the vote? Fine. That's it. I'm frying.
Because
you
you
rats.
won.
I'm frying you rats again. Stay in the dirt
Damn it.
where you belong, you
I was so close!
Fool.
I'm sorry. Anyway.
You say you're so close. Look at James.
I thought I
That
was
actually
so
was
close!
Our mashing abilities will go to battle once more one day. Other than that, I did not play Coliseum. I hear Coliseum is still one of the hardest games ever, and I did play Battle
here we
Revolution,
go.
and I did play Battle Revolution, and I was woefully disappointed that Battle Revolution did not have many minigames in it.
It didn't have any. In fact, I don't think Coliseum and XD didn't have them either. Like that was kind of like the point where they wanted to try to ascend closer to like how the mainstream games play, without any of the whimsy from the classic N64 game.
Which I was bummed out about, but yeah, okay. So here we go. It's just eating stuff, and you want to try and eat the most valuable stuff first.
But do beware, because if you eat that last one, which is literally a mug, I assume is a mug of like hot tea, like it will stun Lickitung for a brief bit. And I do think certain sushi, if it stays out for too long, gets cold, or it either gets cold or they get so sick to their stomach. And I don't know. It's all hilarious. It's all hilarious at the end of the day.
Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
Now then,
Here we go.
give me the grub.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
freaking noise that the Lickitung makes literally lives
Yeah.
rent free in my head.
Now I got
And
that.
especially when they start,
Yeah.
getting freaked out like that, they just start running around.
Gulp.
There's something silly about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep making this noise until the game's over.
For those wondering, we are definitely planning on doing the look after the sequel as well, and we'll make sure to bring in Celia and Matt because I think they would kill us
Nope.
if they weren't there for it.
That's fair.
Like for now, we don't mind this one just being the four of us here because it's mostly just representing Gen 1.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Nope.
That's cool.
That and the
Yeah.
minigames in 2, I'd argue, are a little better than this.
I think so too.
Nope.
They were getting their feet wet with it, and then apart from that, the only other game I can think that kind of was like that was a Poke
gotcha.
Park. Poke Park kind of did this, but it wasn't as much. I don't think.
Poke Park,
Nope.
I think, the biggest problem with that is that it focuses far too much on a pretty uneventful overworld map, which
That's
is where
it.
you're primarily playing
that was
tag with
us.
all the other Pokemon.
That's the thing. That's right. It only really had like
Yeah.
3. Is that?
Hey, I claim it second.
The other thing was that Poke Park it only really had 3 types of games that it just kind of recycled throughout the whole experience.
Alright, so I'm not going to mince words. Whoever wins this one is mostly just going to be a string of dumb luck.
Yeah, I don't really like this one.
Like, remember that one mini game from Mario Party where you had a fishing hook with a fishing rod with a hand on it, and you had to grab all the
God.
stuff? Now, thankfully, you don't have to worry about control stick spinning. What you have to worry about, though, is the distance and how to toss your Ekans in this case.
Okay. All right, let's try it.
Pretend that you're treating your control stick like you would the end of a slingshot.
And you're mainly
Also,
aiming...
I heard that little freaking nod to Mario
There we
Brothers
go.
there.
Oh, that's what that was.
Gotcha.
Aye.
Also, go ahead.
Aiming.
It's in like the
Oh.
front row, but I always overshoot it.
Oh, so basically the way I'm doing it is I'm holding the control stick back a little bit until I see Ekans' head lean back and like. So what you want to do, Hype? I mean, I'll do it as well. Go. Tilt your
we
analog
go.
stick back slightly.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
okay.
like,
Now
around
it
there,
does
yeah.
it.
Yeah, around there. It's very testy.
It's a little finicky. Yeah, again, it's very finicky.
Ah, darn. The middle one. Yes. Okay, got it.
Also, am I the only one that's a little odded out by seeing Diglett with all that fur?
Oh my god,
Maybe it's
I
just me.
forget. I often forget that that's supposed to be hair.
Yeah, no, they're moles.
Oh yeah, they are moles, aren't they?
Oh,
and
gold!
A rare!
Gold!
Fine.
Damn it.
How the heck? Oh!
No.
Oh,
Ah.
Oh! Darn it.
Yeah.
wasn't that the same result we got in our practice?
I
think
think
so,
you.
yeah. And I swear the model for Ekans here makes him look like a Muppet.
He does.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like I
You
said.
know-
Is he a
Talk about
man or is he? Or no, not a man. Is he a Muppet or is he an Ekin?
You know, considering all the shameless shilling that the Pokemon Company's done for this franchise, I'm surprised that not one point they've had like Muppet knockoffs with these guys.
I'm looking it up now.
I feel like
Pokemon
they had to
puppets.
have at some point.
I'm looking it up now. Pokemon puppets.
Or heck, maybe they collaborated with Jim Henson Company at one point.
Maybe.
Apparently there's a Pokemon puppet show according to Polygon.
Well, how old was that article?
I'll look that up. But while I'm doing that, go for it, James.
Rock hard, and basically there's going to be a whole bunch of rocks. You either as a Kakuna or a Metapod, you will want to harden the moment it's about to crush you.
Oh,
But beware, because as you can't harden forever, as it will drain your HP.
Okay.
Here we go. The
You're
Metapod
often
perspective.
encouraged to try to harden at the very end of it, which, considering we're playing with Parsec here, is going to be a little testy for the rest of them.
Yep.
Oop, I should have done
Last
that too
one
soon.
standing.
Oh boy!
Ouch!
Starting to get the rhythm down a little bit.
Ow!
What dunderheaded? Ow!
Come on. And
What dunderhead's dropping all these rocks anyway?
sorry.
Ah, I'm dead.
Oh, well, that.
Ow. I
Ow!
must represent my Metapod brethren well.
Oh god! Hey, you know what? If a Metapod's going to be useful for anything,
Oh,
You got
Yay.
there we go.
I demand a redo.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
One redo, I suppose. Now we
Alright.
swap teams.
Okay,
Oh, look at
fine.
that.
Okay,
Enjoy.
fine.
Oh,
Ow!
I guess I didn't hit the button.
I didn't
again,
either.
Playing Parsec and the little even without Parsec, I remember there being a bit of a delay. Like it's definitely not
Ow!
instant. Like there's a little bit of a half second that the game reads your input.
That's
Otherwise,
stupid.
how was I say?
Ow!
Did anybody ever like James and Jordy? Did you guys ever play with the Game Boy connectivity of the game?
I
to-
did
Yes.
with the sequel because the only Pokemon game I've ever actually owned was Pokemon Gold, and that
Same.
was not compatible with this game.
Actually, I
Calm
owned two. I had 2 copies of Gold. Like one that was for me and one that was for my brother.
Okay.
And now for the final minigame, which is actually going to end pretty quickly if we know what we're doing. Dig, dig, dig.
Alright. But yeah,
We gotta pull a Teasel bot and try to dig and dig and dig and dig and still not reach the bottom.
Finally. Also, yes, hype. The article was from 2017. It was a show called Puppetmon,
Ah.
and unfortunately, it was completely in Japanese with no subtitles.
Come on, dig, dig, dig. Oh, come on, dig, dig, dig.
Well, congrats, James.
No. Rats. We were both in the dirt. I have no idea how close we were.
I
Okay,
mean,
one more
jeez.
redo. That was so fast.
That's fair.
This time I'm gonna try
Okay,
a different
last
grip
one.
on my shoulder buttons.
I'm gonna try my thumbs.
You know, I must say, Hype, your recent predictions have been pretty on par. Have you been taking your tips from what was her name, Madam Web?
What are you talking about?
Oops.
I.
You struck oil.
Struck oil or something that's supposed. Isn't water technically hazardous to a Sandshrew?
It actually
is.
should be. I should be going, I'm not happy. Okay. other than that, yeah, I am just happy that I really would love to see.
And for the heck of it, we'll do at least one of these.
Oh,
And-
boy. Okay.
Just to at least say we've shown off everything in the kids club.
All right,
okay,
fine. One,
this is a
just
tournament
one.
Mode. 3 wins.
I think 3's the lowest.
Yeah. Okay. So
First
Yeah.
up to bat, we have.
Oh,
this
joy!
we'll be
Again?
fine. So this point I'll talk about and say that if Bandai Namco wants to make I would love to see more work from them, because say what you will about new Pokemon Snap, but I definitely think that the quality of the animations and the interactions that they planned out for the Pokemon were very cute in that game.
Ow.
Damn.
I was so close. Come on,
Oh,
come on,
jeez,
come on,
oh,
come on,
jeez.
come on,
There
come
we
on,
go.
come on, come on, come on, come on.
How much close, pal?
Only by a hair.
Okay, well, that's one for James. We shall continue from this point hence. But yeah, no, just I don't know. It's like I enjoy Mario Party like games, and I'd like to see more done with them. And
Ooh,
these
I get
felt
to
creative,
choose.
and these felt creative enough. Of
Okay, so I choose my favorite.
Okay,
Sushi go round.
and
Good, because this is one of my favorite as well.
fine. And I think that they can get creative with all of the Pokemon and how they do and how they work with them. Yum.
Nope.
just the shriek that you let out.
I mean, and that's already like considering like the freaking noise they make when they're sticking out their tongues.
Oh.
Like at some point, I imagine one of them was just slowly turning into Big the cat with the noises they make.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
There you
And then
go.
slowly turn into Tom.
I will say otherwise. Okay, being honest, hype, that it's okay. There's nothing, no judging going on here. What are your thoughts on this so far?
Not the biggest fan, personally.
That's fair. Would you still be up for joining us or looking at the sequel?
Only if you don't mind me just being a spectator.
Okay.
That's fair. I'd imagine either Matt or Sealy would rather be there to be the ones to play anyway.
I need to wash out for the tea.
Whoa,
That tea's a little too hot.
Whoa.
What's the hell of it?
It's just silly.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
There you go.
Like, real talk, if they ever they keep continue that whole Poketunes
Ah,
thing,
damn.
they gotta have one starring Lickitung.
It'd be cute. And,
I
oh
broke
God,
my
now
streak.
Man, I'm looking it up again. I want to see if they've done anything new with Poketunes, because the first one was so silly.
I know there was a couple that's been released since.
Let me see. Oh, that's right,
Be
the
nice.
Gengar. Oh, that's right, the Gengar one.
Gengar one.
Yeah, pick one.
I'll be quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Go off with a bang, boys. And go.
Ding, 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 ding.
Well, what the?
Wait. Oh, that happens if you press the same button more than once, and there we go.
We
The game's
found
over.
it,
We
Captain
did it.
Krabs!
Thank you. Goodness me, we're done. Alrighty. Otherwise, as you see, it's just I would compare these to Mario Party. Like this is like if Mario Party is fast food, then this is like chips you buy from the vending machine. It's quick and cheap and easy, and you get a little salty satisfaction from eating it. Anyway,
Or just salty.
that too. That too. Dun, dun. All right. This was still fun though. I enjoyed having this little fun. Alrighty.
Alright, on that note, folks, we'll see you all some other time whenever we decide to do the sequel for for a little look at it. Again, no better place but the Kids Club.
Woo!
Till next time, everybody.
Bye.
Whoopee.
Snorlax.